We still have some very, very big challenges to face. I'm optimistic we're up to the task, but there are four that stand out. The first is this: we have to continue to use great discipline in our budgeting. We live in a competitive environment. Families can choose where they live, businesses can choose where they locate. Our goal has always been to make Knoxville America's greatest city to live, work, play, and raise a family. To do that, we have to be financially strong with a solid infrastructure and provide excellent services, but we also have to keep our taxes low because people have a choice about where they're going to live and where they're going to do business. We have a growing challenge with the city's pension plan. We all need to work together on this, for we all have a stake in the outcome. It's essential that we honor our commitments, that we respect our employees, and that we don't place an unfair burden on taxpayers. We must have a sustainable pension system or we will all lose. Secondly, we must keep our focus on developing the core of the city. Working in tandem with private developers, we've had some great success downtown. The core of the city provides us with great opportunity to use our existing infrastructure to provide great living and working and playing space. We are making great progress with Cumberland to the west, housing and infrastructure improvements to the east, and the growing success of downtown north. Our efforts on the south waterfront must continue. It's obviously been one of the more visible casualties of the bad economy in terms of its progress, but I'm still convinced it's poised for greatness. The recently opened Riverwalk and the upgraded Blunt Avenue demonstrate the possibilities of our public-private partnership. South Knoxville is primed for success, from the waterfront to beyond. The third is this: we must continue to find the best practices to effectively deal with homelessness. I understand what a controversial issue it is. It's a major issue for our city and our community, like it is for cities and communities all across the country. We're not unique in dealing with this at all. I believe that permanent supportive housing is the right approach. It's so much more effective than the old way of doing things, of just trying to find some place to spend the night overnight on cold nights or another meal to get to the next day. We must not forget, however, that that's only a part of the 10-year plan. The plan has given us better ways to effectively deal with the problem of homelessness in our community, and it is working. The numbers show that. It's essential that we continue to search out and implement methods to prevent and address the day-to-day challenges of homelessness, and we must not, I want to emphasize this, we must not let homelessness become an issue that divides us and appeals to the worst of our impulses. Fourth and finally, one of the greatest challenges we have, every city battles this, is to keep from pitting one area against another and one group against another. If we look at success as a zero-sum game, where the only way I win is if you lose, then we all eventually lose. I think we've really worked hard to maintain a delicate balance, recognizing the importance of individual neighborhoods and businesses, while not ever losing the sight of the greater good. I'm hopeful that will continue, and I believe that it will. When I took office, one of the conventional bits of wisdom was you have to learn to count to 5, meaning to get anything done, you had to get a majority of council. I urged my administration early to always try to get to 9. Now, I realize that that wasn't always possible, but that wasn't the point. What this did was help us from slipping into an us versus them mentality and governing style. Doing this forced us to come up with the very best approaches and policies that we could, and to work with each council members to explain and hopefully convince them that our proposal had merit. It helped us listen to the public and to council. Well, together we have all grown as a community. We have not only learned to agree and work to get some really great things done, we have also learned to disagree in civil and constructive ways. Both are critical in developing a culture that works. We must never lose sight of that. My most disappointing council meetings were those in which a difference of opinion appeared to reflect a lack of respect. Last month, I had the experience of walking in my last Christmas parade as the mayor of Knoxville. It was my 9th parade, going back to 2002 when I first walked as a candidate for mayor. As I looked at high school bands and Knoxville police officers and families crowding the parade route, I confessed to being more than a little bit misty-eyed. We walked past the new transit center, the reopened and remodeled Bijou and Tennessee Theater, the brand new Regal Cinema, and the wonderful old S&W cafeteria. Like everything else that we work to do, all of those took a lot of effort, some creativity, and more than a few disagreements, which we tend to forget over time. But in the end, doing government the right way, not just my way, produced some wonderful results. I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to everyone, employees, members of council, and the citizens of Knoxville for making this experience incredibly rewarding. I haven't just been saying this. Being mayor really is the best job I've ever had. I am moving on to other challenges, but I promise you my heart will never stray far from Knoxville, and I will always be proud to call this my home. Thank you very, very much.